This is Machinal by Tricipital, a factory-themed collab, and this is the layout for Machinal 2. Trice invited me to help decorate this level, and I thought that sounded fun. I have a lot of experience with factory levels, considering I spent 10 months on one. Here's the part I'll be decorating. Tri made the gameplay, although I did change up a few small things. Nothing worth mentioning, though. So, let's just get right into it. I started by deleting all the gameplay. Nah, I'm just kidding. But I added the gameplay to a temporary group and toggled that off. I want to start with the background here, and that'll let me see it better. This whole part has a static camera, so that won't really be a problem. Next, I struggled to make a custom ground for like an hour. Let's go. Okay, I need to loop it. Seems to- nope. Spoke too soon. Okay. It's always something stupid. It's not working entirely. I tried a newfangled, better optimized way of doing it, but eventually I caved and just used the same effect I showed in this tutorial. I'm recycling ideas. I know, I have like 2 days to make this part. Then I made it bigger, cause actually being able to see the effect I spent like an hour on would be cool. Okay, on to the next part. One thing you'll see in this sketch I made is a wall and some wire mesh to the side of it. So yeah, we're gonna make that. After messing around for a little bit, I came up with this wall design. I tried making it look cracked with this rocky object, but it looked weird, so I deleted it. And then I added a wire mesh. A lot to take in, I know. Okay, this part's actually pretty cool. My plan for these pillars in the background was to make a rotating hexagon shape. I used the only reference I could find of a 3D hexagon and laid out 4 different frames. I made this effect in a way so the closer a face is to the left, the lighter it gets, and vice versa. Then after making a simple toggle loop, all I had to do was make a column of these, then copy and paste that all over. I wanted to add some more depth to this part, so I put some black glow over each layer, making it look like the pillars are fading out into the distance. And then, I wasn't planning this, but I added some lights because they looked cool. Oh boy, do these lights sure look cool. This is a genuine reaction and not being dubbed over later. I was really proud of it though. It was just too noisy to record. Block design time. Remember how I said I only have 2 days to make this? Well, one of those days is very much up and has been for a while, so I'm gonna have to keep it really simple with the block design. I just filled in the gameplay with this default block with some corner pieces that look like screws or something. I totally didn't steal this block design from Octagon Force, put some shadows behind the blocks because why not, and put some shadows in front of them too, don't you know it. Here's some cool moving spikes that I looped with the collision block, and here's me plugging that same tutorial where I tell you how to do the same thing. If these moving spikes weren't enough, I just went and added more, oh golly oh gosh. But it doesn't end there. Jeez, you can tell I'm losing it. Here's some cool connector things I made. What else do I say? I don't know how to make videos. Well, that's a pretty good base to work off of. Time to add the details. It's currently 11 PM and I have so much left to do. I think this calls for speed round. First thing on my list was to add more detail to the blocks. I wanted to get a little variation in there. Something I added to some of the blocks were these moving lines, using, you guessed it, collision triggers. Then I added these little screen things, pulsing different pixels at different times for a static effect. Other than that, just a little bit of block deco here and there, and boom, it's passable. I don't have time for this. I added some arrows because people are bad at duels. And these pulsing pillar things that RobTop likes, because why not? Next on the chopping block were the gears. I didn't do anything special with their design, but I made them turn to the beat and pulsed a few bits of glow every time to look like sparks. Added some connectors to the orbs, and it was on to the final piece. The walls in the background looked a little blank. I didn't have time to make anything too interesting, but I wanted to reference my level Jam Factory, considering the similar theme. Every factory level needs some bribery. Wow, look, lore that I'm not gonna explain. People love that. Guys, I have a confession. I lied to you. I actually added more things. It's okay, you don't have to forgive me. Just some pulses and this overlaying glow to add some energy. And the part is not done. As much as I wanted to get this part done in the 2 days I had, I remembered that I am in fact a human being. I had a cool transition plan that was going to lead into the next part, but even though I didn't get to make it, I'd consider this part in a finished state at least. And that's something I'm honestly really proud of. Also, keep in mind that things are subject to change in the final version of this level, so there might be a few things that are different. I have no idea why I tried this. I don't recommend. Go watch my other videos, okay? Bye.